Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. She always lit up every room she entered. Not just because she was stunning, but because she made people feel seen. Known to many as Kylie Paige, Bonnie Kin shaped an unforgettable space in the world she embraced. With her warm smile, quick wit, and genuine care for those around her, Kylie left a lasting impression on friends, colleagues, and fans alike. Hailing from Claremore, Oklahoma, she stepped into the spotlight at just 18. Within a few short years, Kylie became one of the most recognized names in the adult entertainment industry. She appeared in over 210 films, working with leading studios and earning nominations at major awards such as the XBIZ and Spank Bank Awards. But more than accolades, it was her vibrant spirit and professionalism that made her so respected. One of her early introductions was through the Netflix documentary Hot Girls Wanted, where audiences saw not only her ambition but her honesty. Kylie used her platform to offer insight into her industry and to encourage others to make informed choices. Beyond her performance skills, she was known to mentor younger talent, offering support and kindness when it was needed most. From appearances in fan-loved titles like Secret Package and Women Loving Girls 2 to heartfelt conversations behind the scenes, Kylie brought authenticity everywhere she went. Those who knew her describe a woman with strength, humor, and compassion. Her passing at the age of 28 in Los Angeles came far too soon. Though the exact details have not been fully shared, Kylie's memory lives on in every story she told and every person she touched. One colleague shared, "She made work feel like friendship, like family. I'll never forget her laugh or her advice." Social media quickly filled with tributes from fellow performers and major production companies like Brazzers, all honoring her talent and her light. The support speaks volumes to the connections she built and the joy she spread. Kylie Paige leaves behind family, friends, and countless admirers. Her life may have been short, but her legacy is lasting. Tributes to Kylie Paige. Number 6. Even when he became a fast big bike rider, he always went out of his way to say hello. Those words from journalist Don Maida speak volumes about Aiden Zing, a young athlete whose kindness matched his incredible talent. At only 16 years old, Aiden had already made waves in motocross. Born and raised in Washington, he found his passion early, turning dirt tracks into places of purpose and joy. With every ride, he proved that heart and hustle could go hand in hand. By 2023, Aiden had earned top finishes in youth tournaments, making his mark as a fierce competitor. His breakthrough came when he joined Kawasaki's Team Green, an honor reserved for the sport's most promising racers. He was preparing to step fully into the 250cc class, with many believing a supercross future was calling. Few rise that fast, even fewer stay that humble. But Aiden wasn't defined by podiums or trophies. He was the rider who offered advice to competitors, cheered others on, and lit up the paddock with his quiet confidence. Teammates, coaches, and fans remember a teenager wise beyond his years, focused, kind, and generous with his time. On June 28, 2025, Aiden's journey ended following a tragic accident during the Mammoth motocross race in California. He was involved in a mid-race fall and fatally struck by other bikes during the incident. Medical teams responded quickly, but Aiden passed away shortly after in the hospital. He was just 16. The motocross world has been deeply shaken. Tributes poured in. Words from veteran Chris Kiefer echo the heartbreak. Hug your loved ones and tell them you love them. Racing teams, fans, and young riders alike mourn not only the loss of a standout racer, but the loss of an extraordinary young person. Aiden's family is asking for privacy during this difficult time. memorial details have not yet been shared. He raced with courage, lived with character, and left a mark that's forever a part of the track. Future riders will follow his tire marks, not just for his skill, but for the kind of person he was. Tributes to Aiden Zing. Number 5. Paul has been an incomparable champion and advocate, said Tom Viola of Broadway Cares. The lives of hundreds of thousands have been lifted up, because when we asked for his help, Paul said, yes. Paul Libin, a trailblazer in American theater and a guiding hand to countless productions, passed away at the age of 94. He died peacefully, surrounded by family, after a life devoted to storytelling, mentorship, and compassion. For over 6 decades, Paul helped shape the very heart of Broadway. With more than 250 productions across Broadway and beyond, his work brought new voices to the stage and revived timeless classics. His influence could be seen in groundbreaking shows like Death of a Salesman, The Producers, Angels in America, and many of August Wilson's powerful dramas. He began in theater humbly, first as an actor, then everywhere backstage, stage manager, lighting tech, and general manager. Eventually, he became one of the industry's most trusted producers, serving as producing director of Circle in the Square for 30 years. Later, as EVP and producing director of Jujamcyn Theaters, he oversaw some of Broadway's most legendary venues. Beyond the stage, Paul was a tireless advocate. He led Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS for over 2 decades, helping lift donations to record-breaking levels. His extraordinary service led to the naming of the Paul Libin Center, a hub for nurturing new talent. His legacy includes 10 Tony Awards, a Lifetime Achievement Honor, and the respect of the entire theater world. He proudly served as chairman of the Broadway League and president of the League of Off-Broadway Theaters for over 30 years. Despite the towering stature of his career, Paul remained remarkably kind and humble. He built lasting friendships, fostered young artists, and believed in the power of theater to change lives. He is survived by his loving wife Florence, their children and grandchildren, who carry forward his spirit of generosity and grace. The lights on Broadway shine a little dimmer without him, but his vision, kindness, and passion live on in every curtain call. Tributes to Paul Libin. Number 4. There are directors, and then there are those who change the course of theater. Mark was, without question, the latter. Mark Brokaw, the celebrated force behind some of the most remarkable stage productions in recent memory, has passed away at age 68. He died peacefully on June 29, 2025, following a brief illness. Born in Aledo, Illinois, Mark's artistic journey spanned more than 4 decades. A graduate of the Yale School of Drama, he built his early career in New York under the guidance of theater visionaries and a Drama League fellowship. From those early days, it was clear Mark had a special gift for illuminating new voices and reimagining familiar ones. He made waves with his direction of Paula Vogel's How I Learned to Drive, a landmark production that won him the Lucille Lortel, Obie, and Drama Desk Awards. His Broadway credits were equally compelling, including productions of Reckless, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, Cry Baby, and Heisenberg. In each, he brought a depth that audiences never forgot. Beyond Broadway, his passion for new stories led him to premiere works by some of the most influential playwrights of the modern era: Kenneth Lonergan, David Auburn, Lisa Crone, Julia Cho, and many more. Mark's reach extended across the U.S., from the Guthrie to Steppenwolf, and around the world to London, Dublin, and Sydney. His talents weren't limited to theater. In 2006, he directed the film Spinning into Butter, bringing his stage sensibility to the screen. Mark also shaped future voices in theater as artistic director of the Yale Institute for Music Theater, and through his longtime work with the Stage Directors and Choreographers Society. He was known not just as a director, but as a mentor, someone who listened deeply, encouraged fiercely, and believed in the power of collaboration. Industry peers have called him a guiding light. In a tribute, the Stage Directors and Choreographers Society wrote, "His artistry and leadership changed the face of American theater. His legacy lives in every artist he mentored and every production he elevated." Mark Brokaw is survived by his family, many close friends, and generations of artists who were lucky to work alongside him. His legacy will continue to shape the stage for years to come. Tributes to Mark Brokaw. Number 3. There's no greater joy, Ed Mickelson once said, than standing on that field, knowing you gave it your all. And give it his all, he did. Ed Mickelson, beloved figure in the St. Louis sports world and respected throughout Major League Baseball, has passed away at the age of 98. His long and meaningful life was one of dedication, resilience, and quiet, enduring influence. Though he played just 18 games in the majors, Ed's story reached far beyond the scoreboard. He made his MLB debut with the St. Louis Cardinals and later played for the St. Louis Browns and Chicago Cubs. But in 1953, he earned a place in baseball history when he drove in the final run ever scored by the Browns before their transformation into the Baltimore Orioles. A single swing that sealed his name and legacy. Born in Ottawa, Illinois, and later making St. Louis his home, Ed's baseball journey stretched over more than a decade, largely in the minors. Through every chapter, he showed up with grit, heart, and a quiet confidence that inspired teammates and coaches alike. He wasn't just a ball player. Ed was one of the last 3 surviving major leaguers who served in World War II. That chapter of his life told just as much about his character as his time on the diamond did. Duty, commitment, and love for country came before the roar of any stadium. After baseball, Ed never left the game behind. He shared his knowledge as a coach, offered wisdom as a mentor, and gave back to the community that supported him. Friends remember him as kind, steady, and endlessly generous with his time. Ed passed away peacefully, leaving behind a legacy not built on records, but on rich stories, deep respect, and enduring honor. Fellow players and fans have begun sharing tributes, each one reflecting the deep impact he left on generations of athletes. A former teammate once said, "Ed never chased the spotlight, but it always seemed to find him." He is survived by family, friends, and a grateful baseball world that will remember the dignity, character, and camaraderie he brought to every role he played, on and off the field. Tributes to Ed Mickelson. Number 2, the coach never stopped showing up. Those words echo through racetracks across America with the passing of Wayne Lukas, one of the most respected and accomplished horse trainers in the history of the sport. He passed away peacefully at age 89, surrounded by loved ones, after complications from a severe blood infection. For more than 5 decades, Lukas was a name etched into the heart of horse racing. With nearly 5,000 wins and over $300 million in career earnings, his success wasn't just measured in victories. It was in the lasting transformation he brought to the industry. His vision reshaped modern training, his competitiveness raised the bar, and his mentorship guided future legends. He began his career far from the stables, as a teacher and basketball coach. But in the 1960s, he followed his passion, trading classrooms for racehorses. From quarter horses to the best thoroughbreds in the world, Lukas built a legacy that few could rival. Among his most remarkable achievements, 4 Kentucky Derby wins, 7 Preakness victories, and 4 Belmont triumphs, 15 Triple Crown races in total. Only one trainer in history has more. He also won 20 Breeders' Cup titles, tying the series record, and trained 3 horses of the year. The honors were fitting: 4 Eclipse Awards as Outstanding Trainer, induction into both the National Museum of Racing Hall of Fame and the American Quarter Horse Hall of Fame, the only person ever enshrined in both. But perhaps his greatest achievement was the people he inspired. Trainers like Todd Pletcher, Kieran McLaughlin, and Dallas Stewart credit Lucas for shaping their careers. He taught them discipline, strategy, and the importance of showing up, early, every day, no excuses. Even into his late 80s, Lucas still rode alongside the horses in morning workouts, still drove winners into the spotlight. Just last year, at age 88, he made history again, becoming the oldest trainer to capture a Triple Crown race when Seize the Grey won the Preakness. Mike Anderson of Churchill Downs said it simply: Wayne is one of the greatest competitors and most important figures in thoroughbred racing history. His wisdom and character leave an everlasting mark. He leaves behind a family who loved him deeply, a sport forever changed, and admirers across generations. Tributes to D. Wayne Lucas. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Hello friends, thank you for joining us. Today we take a moment to honor the life of Anne McGregor, the beloved mother of late Glee star Corey Monteith, who has passed away at the age of 74 in Saskatoon, Canada. Anne was surrounded by loved ones and, according to her family, passed peacefully on June 18th after being cared for during an illness. Anne McGregor was known for her strength, kindness, and her love of nature, cherishing the time she spent gardening and enjoying quiet moments on her beautiful acreage in British Columbia. She carried that strong character throughout her life, supporting her family through both joys and challenges. Just over a month ago, Anne also mourned the loss of her former husband, Joe Monteith, who passed away in May. Anne's journey was marked by love for her family, deep resilience, and a gentle spirit that touched everyone who knew her. Anne is remembered fondly by her surviving son, Sean, her close friends, and the community she called home. Her legacy lives on in the hearts she nurtured, reminding us all of the lasting power of love, perseverance, and the simple beauty found in everyday life. Anne McGregor's story will be cherished, and she will be dearly missed. News 2. A heartwarming story of community support and resilience is unfolding at Hampton Beach in New Hampshire. Aiden Sloan, a young 19-year-old, was severely injured in a tragic accident while enjoying a day at the beach with his family. Aiden, who is a cook at a local restaurant, was diving into the waves when he unknowingly hit a submerged sandbar, resulting in a broken neck and other serious injuries. Despite the devastating accident, Aiden has shown remarkable spirit, and his community has rallied around him with incredible generosity. A fundraising effort initially aimed at $8,000 has surpassed $30,000, reflecting the deep affection and support for Aiden from his friends and neighbors. As Aiden begins his long journey to recovery, his story serves as a powerful reminder of the strength found in community and the enduring love of family. His mother, Melina, remains by his side, celebrating each small victory and cherishing moments like a simple request for a muffin. Aiden's determination to heal and the outpouring of support will surely be remembered as a testament to the power of community and the human spirit. News 3. Sometimes the world just feels a little less bright when someone special leaves us. Today we're reflecting on the life of Dorian Christian MacDonald, a 38-year-old Canadian from Nova Scotia who recently passed away during a vacation in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Dorian was enjoying a solo getaway and took a peaceful walk along the beach in the early hours of June 20th. After being reported missing, authorities found him by the shoreline, and his loved ones shared that it was a tragic drowning accident. But it's Dorian's spirit that truly stands out. Family and friends describe him as someone who was always ready with a hug, a kind word, or a giant laugh. Someone who made every gathering, whether a big holiday or just an ordinary Tuesday, feel special. His warmth and positivity touched everyone around him, making him not just a friend, but truly part of their chosen family. Loved ones are working together to bring Dorian home to Nova Scotia, and the outpouring of support has been nothing short of inspiring. As we remember Dorian, let's carry forward his tradition of kindness, laughter, and celebrating life's everyday moments. He may be gone, but his legacy of joy and love is certain to live on in all who knew him. News 4. Let's take a moment to remember Jayne Mansfield, a beloved Hollywood star whose vibrant spirit lit up the big screen in the 1950s and 60s. Born Vera Jane Palmer in Pennsylvania, Jayne captivated audiences with her sparkling personality, quick wit, and undeniable beauty. Many fondly recall her unforgettable roles in classics like Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter and The Girl Can't Help It. She was more than just a glamorous icon. Jayne was known for her intelligence, her Golden Globe win, and her dedication as a loving mother of 5. Tragically, Jayne Mansfield's life was cut short at just 34, following a car accident near New Orleans in 1967. In the car with her were 3 of her young children, who thankfully survived with only minor injuries. While stories surrounding her passing have swirled for decades, the truth is, Jayne's legacy is best remembered by the joy she brought to film, her kindness, and her unforgettable place in Hollywood history. Today, fans and family alike continue to celebrate Jayne Mansfield's dazzling achievements and the warmth she shared with the world. Her heart-shaped gravestone in Pennsylvania stands as a testament to a star who will never be forgotten. Number 1. He was the quiet man who let his feet and his heart do all the talking. John Clarke, beloved Celtic legend and humble hero of Scottish football, passed away peacefully at the age of 84. He leaves behind a legacy not just of trophies and triumph, but of loyalty, resilience, and grace. Born in Chapel Hall, Lanarkshire, John's early life was marked by hardship. He lost his father in a tragic railway accident at just 10. As a teenager, he worked in the local mines, learning the value of hard work, before joining Celtic at only 17. What followed was over 50 years of unwavering commitment to the club he loved. Clarke's crowning moment came in 1967 as part of the celebrated Lisbon Lions, the first British team to win the European Cup. Known as the Brush, for his calm and precise work in defense, he played behind captain Billy McNeil, quietly sweeping up danger and bringing balance to one of football's most iconic teams. Between 1965 and 1967, he played 140 matches in a row, proof of his reliability and ironclad dedication. He helped Celtic to win 4 league titles, 3 Scottish Cups, 4 League Cups, and the European Cup, among other honors. He also proudly represented Scotland 4 times on the international stage, making his debut in a memorable match against Brazil. After hanging up his boots, Clarke returned to serve Celtic as a coach, assistant manager, and eventually as longtime kit manager. His loyalty knew no boundaries, quietly doing the work behind the scenes with the same care and pride he once showed on the pitch. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers described him best. John was instrumental in delivering our greatest day ever, and his achievement is forever etched in Celtic's proud history. Clarke was inducted into the Scottish Football Hall of Fame in 2017, a fitting tribute to a man who never courted attention, but always earned respect. He is survived by his wife Eileen and their 2 children. The cause of his passing, though not publicly detailed, was peaceful and surrounded by close family. John Clarke's spirit lives on in every green and white jersey, every fan's cheer, and every player he inspired with his quiet strength. Tributes to John Clarke. They called him the Cobra, not just for his lightning-fast swing, but because every move he made commanded attention.